Hi guys, Kimchi here. I made kimchi with the kimchi paste without any fish sauce. So I'd like to share with you guys. I'm just gonna show you how I make this delicious kimchi paste or kimchi sauce, which is essential to make kimchi. Okay, so I used 2 bottles of water. This one bottle has 500 ml. Well, you can use tap water too, but I prefer using this bottled water. So 2 bottles of water, and you just turn on the heat, and I put a chunk of onion and some pears. This pear is from my backyard, but I'm not going to use the seed. So you remove the core or just chop it up like this. So pear gives sweetness to the kimchi paste. Well, if you have apple, you can use apple too. And instead of using the fish sauce, I used dried anchovies. This is like big size anchovy, but you can use any kind of dried fish or even dried salted fish. Anything will be good if it has a protein ingredients inside. So I boil the water and I'm just gonna strain it, and it'll make about 2 cups of broth. So when you make this broth, you can literally put anything. Yeah, any kind of vegetables or fruit. And I'm just going to put maybe a 1/4 cup of flour. So usually 1 cup, I use a little over 1.5 tablespoons of flour. So in this stage, you can put rice flour. That's fine too. Sometimes I made sauce with oatmeal flour too. So any kind of starch. And I put 2 generous spoonful of sea salt. And you just mix it and boil it. So when you make this broth with flour, just make sure you mix it well without any chunk of flour. That's nasty, right? You know what? Sometimes I use just leftover rice too. That's fine too, as long as it has starch content. And this is my gochugaru, which is dried red chili flakes. So when you make kimchi, just use the coarse red chili flakes. If you use like fine powder, well, not really look good. So I usually use gochugaru for kimchi making, which is coarse flakes. It looks better. When you make gochujang, which is red chili paste, we use fine powder. But for kimchi, it's better to use coarse flakes. So I use half cup. So 3 half cup of flakes and water. So which means 1.5 cup of chili flakes and the same amount of water. Don't be afraid of using water to make sauce. You have to soak it because that's dried, right? So I put about like 6 or 7 chunk of garlic, fresh garlic, and a little bit of ginger and reddish. If you put too much ginger, your kimchi will taste bitter. So I usually recommend to use ginger less than 10% of garlic. Well, actually they say 2%, but I think I just feel that 2% is too little. So see, you grind everything and you mix with your soaked chili flakes. So don't use dry one. You have to soak it with water first to make it like moisturized chili flakes. And then you mix with the ingredients, which is ground already, right? And then you put your starch with broth. Yeah, and when I make broth, I already put salt. Oh yeah, I put it after, but this broth, this starch broth, already it's salted. So I'm not gonna put any more salt, but after mixing that all, you can taste it. If it's too stale, you can put a little more salt. If you want, you can put sugar, but I don't usually put sugar. Instead, I put some fruits and I make broth, right? Yeah, if you feel like it, you can put it. You can put sugar or like sweetener. Yeah, that's okay too. So I'm just gonna divide it into two because I'm gonna make two kinds of kimchi. One kimchi is just like a Korean nappa kimchi, like wild nappa, and the other one will be like green mustard kimchi. So I'm just gonna divide it into two, and then I'm gonna just mix the sauce into my salted nappa cabbage. Oh, my spoon. So I'm just gonna rub this one into the vegetable. So these are the salted nappa cabbage. So I'm just gonna mix my kimchi paste with this veggies. So remember, if you didn't put right amount of salt when you salt down the cabbage, you could make your kimchi paste a little bit saltier, right? And if your salted vegetable is too salty, you can reduce salt when you make kimchi paste. Wow, that's the secret. All right, so this is salted green mustard. This is kind of wild organic green mustard, so it looks very tough, but it turns out very good. I'm gonna post it later on. So I'm just gonna massage it gently. I rub this kimchi paste like evenly. You can see that my hands are very, very busy now. Yeah, I already tasted this kimchi and they taste amazing. So I'm just gonna put this kimchi into a container. This is store-bought container. I don't dump it after I eat it. I just save them and then I use it when I make my own kimchi. But you can use like glass Tupperware. That's even good. Just make sure when you put this and project, you just remove the air by pressing it down. Wow, all done. And now these are the finished project with wild nappa cabbage kimchi. I made two big container already. See, this looks good. And these are the green mustard kimchi that I made with the same kimchi paste. So this mustard kimchi will taste a little bit bitter. I still have leftover. Thank you.